Who that nation? What's happening, man? All everybody in TTC was happening. Algiers, word of mouth is back. I want to apologize to y'all first and foremost for missing a couple of weeks, man. Some stuff came up, so I was backed up. But today I will be recapping in short term the two victories that the Saints had against the Atlanta Falcons, the victory against the Denver Broncos, and the loss that we took today to the Philadelphia Eagles. First and foremost, I want to give a shout out to everybody in the WDN. You feel me? Coming to this edition of Word of Mouth. Um, as we all know, Drew Brees got hurt and we started Taysom Hill. We looked good against the Falcons week one. I mean, excuse me, 3 weeks ago we looked good against the Falcons. Taysom Hill, he came out, struggled, throwing a touchdown, but he went ahead and he got the 2 runs. The defense looked exceptionally well that game. And then we can go into the next week, the following week, we played the Denver Broncos. Denver Broncos are a much more potent defense, despite their record. We played them. Taysom Hill, struggled a little bit against them, but our defense definitely, tamed the practice squad QB, despite the situation that was going on in Denver. I feel like the Saints did what they had to do. It was a game they had to play in. Despite that situation, that game had to go on. So the Saints got that W against the Broncos, 31-3. And then, we played the Falcons again last week in Atlanta. Against the Falcons, we know the Falcons been struggling, but Taysom Hill came out. He threw 2 TDs. He looked much better, and as a great quarterback. He looked like a good not a great, but he looked like a good quarterback. Coming out, playing well. I would say over the last few games prior to the date, this defense has looked exceptionally well. Exceptionally well. Not letting up a touchdown, not letting up 100 yards rushing, and I think over like 50 plus games. Despite today. Prior to the Saints defense is looking good, special teams been looking good, Saints offense been looking good. The ground game, I felt like there's many different ways the Saints show that they can win. And that's just a short recap alone. Now let's get on today's game against the Philadelphia Eagles, where the Saints lost 24-21. We lost this game mainly because of this WD, and this is the reason I personally think. 2 reasons really. One, it was the slow start in the first half. And then it was that, to me, a very stupid play call, in the fourth quarter against Atlanta. Not Atlanta, against Philly. It was a very stupid play call against Philly. Like I said, I didn't understand, why he went ahead and ran it, with Taysom Hill. And I'm like, why you just don't run the ball instead of trying to be fancy? I don't understand it, So, man, yeah, we definitely need to address them issues. Taysom Hill has a major problem with holding on to the ball. I can't recall how many games. I think I lost count on how many games this man fumbles the ball. He need to really do something about that. So I'm really getting sick and tired of this, man. Taysom Hill, again, he showed flash today. He showed promise. He didn't look too bad. He shook back in the second half, to be honest with you. He played from behind. He made some impressive plays, and he actually brought the Saints down from 17-0. He brought him back in the 3 points, 14-17, before the Eagles, capitalized on that stupid fourth down play, which I don't know what the heck Sean Payton was thinking. Taysom Hill was always panicking, holding on to the ball too long, fumbled, and like I said, rather he fumbled or not, that ball would have been right there regardless, So, the Philadelphia Eagles did what they had to do, ran the ball in to seal the game at 24-14. The game was pretty much over from that point. But like I say, I want to give a shout out to Jalen Hurts and the Eagles. Jalen Hurts on his first start with the Eagles, he looked exceptionally well. And a lot of people was like, "Oh, we should knock off the Eagles. We should destroy them." I'm like, no, that's not gonna happen. Why it's not gonna happen? Because you gotta understand, Jalen Hurts doesn't, he didn't really have any tape that the Saints could really, really put on him. A lot of people was like, "Oh yeah, they gonna put that pressure on Jalen Hurts," but you don't really have tape on him, man. They came out with an established game plan and they won. And I kept telling people today, it's any given Sunday. If you look back the last 2 or 3 weeks, the Steelers just lost to the Washington football team. The NFC East balls against good teams look like this year. The Giants beat the Seattle Seahawks. And today we took our L to the Philadelphia Eagles. Sometimes be like that. Sometimes the lowest of lowest teams beat the best teams in the league. We just have to accept that. So that's just what it was. So again, I want to give a shout out to the Philadelphia Eagles. Like I said, today in that first half, our defense, special teams, and offense just looked piss poor. special teams because Will Lutz missed the field goal. Nobody was really woke. Everybody was asleep. That field goal, unfortunately, really was a big factor in the game because if we make that, the game is at least tied 24-24 and give us a chance to maybe go into overtime or have another shot at winning the game. So that's how much affected that field goal meant. To us winning this game. So it was unfortunate, that we missed out on our chance of, actually getting that field goal. So that's kind of sad to say. Everybody was like, "We gonna blow the Eagles out. We gonna do it." No. I've been saying it was a trap game. I was saying it's a trap game because if you look at how everything was planned, everything was too good to be true. And I've been watching football enough to know you can overlook a team, and you got one of the biggest games coming up next week against Kansas City. You overlook this team and look towards Kansas City, you're going to lose, and that's exactly what happened. Did exactly what I predicted. I predicted we will overlook this team, and that's what we did. Now we got to play a Kansas City team that is red hot. I think Kansas City like 12-1. They got number speed over there. We know about the cheetah. We know about Patrick Mahomes. They defense not that hot, which is why I'm saying we may have a chance. Should we start Drew Brees is the question. Everybody have their opinion on it. Personally, I was mad about today, because I was like Taysom looked bad in the first half, but he did shake back in the second. If we're talking particularly, should we start him or not? In my personal opinion, I don't think we should. I'm gonna be honest with you because people looking at home field at. This year, home field is not really a big deal, WHODAT Nation. That's the way I look at it, because of COVID. The Saints have looked very well equipped on both, on the road and at home. I think we only gonna have like 3,000 fans the rest of the season. So what's the point of home field? There's not really no home field in any stadium this year. So I'm like, we could take it on the road or not. On another note, when you look at the positive of this game, I'm happy that we did lose, because it's actually I hope this wake us up. The Saints are the type of team that lose to a team like a Philadelphia Eagle, but then come out and smash a Kansas City team or beat a Kansas City team in a hard-fought game. Rather be Taysom Hill or Drew Brees. I'm gonna tell you right now, WHODAT Nation. Some people may call me crazy, but don't be shocked if Sean Payton come out with a masterful game plan next week with Taysom Hill and we knock off the Kansas City Chiefs. How? It's the New Orleans Saints. And again, in a given Sunday, if we had Drew Brees, a lot of people say, "Oh, we still not gonna go out there and score as many points with the patch, with the New Orleans, with the New Orleans Saints with Drew Brees as we would, But I look at it like this, I was actually mad. I was actually like, man, it's over with, when Taysom Hill looked horrible out there at 17-0. But he did redeem himself in that second half. So I will say this, despite that stupid play on 4th down that Sean Payton called, which I don't understand what in heaven's name was going through his mind, and Taysom Hill not holding on to the ball, I actually think it'll be an interesting game. Only if this key factor happens. The defense plays, and we know the defense is going to play because we already know. It was one game before this game. One game after this game. You're looking at that big game that you have next week. So I know daggone well that this Saints team is going to come out to play. If you also look at the Kansas City game, Kansas City almost underestimated the Miami Dolphins. But, I think it was down like 7-0, 14-0. Patrick Mahomes threw 2 interceptions, which I think he only had 2 interceptions all season before he threw 2 more today. So we can tell that both of these teams was definitely looking forward to next week. So yeah, to me, that's going to be a heavy game. Again, should we play Drew Brees or not? No, I don't think so. I think at this point we should just rest Drew Brees because if you look at how the season is going, man, and you pay attention, I look at it like this, man. Drew Brees is going to be well needed. He's going to be he's going to be needed to be well rested when the playoff times come because if we have a chance to meet the Chiefs again in the Super Bowl, that'll be better. That'll be a better time to use him. Shout out to my boy TJ on Stay of the Saints podcast mentioning that, and I think that's a very smart plan. Have Drew Brees set because Drew Brees can win the playoffs. Taysom Hill, he's an okay quarterback, but as far as the stupid stuff that he do, he need to calm down. He just does too much. So I would definitely say that. So like I said, going forward, I definitely believe that the Saints can get it together. I really believe that we continue and at least go to my predicted for the final year, man. I think they'll win 2 more games. And finish the season 12-4. Like I said, we're in the playoffs regardless. In the playoffs, the sky's the limit. We all know this, So we need Drew Brees healthy for the playoffs. You don't hear from 11 ribs in the lung, in a collapsed lung within 3 or 4 weeks. So Drew Brees rest up, man. Everybody talking about Green Bay because they taking a 1 seed. If you pay attention, man, Green Bay, was kind of already in the situation. Their schedule is kind of soft, so I'm not saying any guaranteed victories. Look what just happened to us, the Seahawks and the Steelers. But you also got to look at it too, that there ain't no more victories. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, again, the Packers are going to, regardless, I feel like they was going to take that one seed back. Because like I said, I think our schedule was just a little bit more tougher. So like I said, again, home field is not a big deal to me this year. I believe we can go to Green Bay and we can beat the Packers. We can go to Seattle, we can beat the Seahawks. I feel like we can go whoever, and I feel like we can go to Los Angeles and beat the Rams. We are built to do that. We have a defense like that. Today, I just really believe that the defense was slept on, and that there was a wake up call for this team. So I would tell the Who That Nation, keep faith, keep hope, and know that, man. I believe we gonna shake back. Now, like I say, I got it. Since we lost this week, I really believe the reality check is they're gonna come out and they're gonna ball out next week. Rather we lose to Kansas City or not, watch they're gonna play their heart out. It's the Saints always do. Rather be Taysom Hill or Drew Brees. But again, like I said, I believe we should rest Taysom Hill. I tell you, we should rest Drew Brees until the playoffs start. Let's come out ready and rock and roll. Have Drew ready, rock and rolling for the playoffs. I would say let Taysom just finish out the year. Even if we go 10-6, 11-5, you gotta understand we secured a playoff spot as far as I'm concerned. So it's like, again, home field on me and none of me. Even if we finish the season 10-6, I know we not, because Sean Payne not gonna let that happen. But let's just say that was the case. We lost the rest of our games. We're in the playoffs. That wouldn't be a good way to go into the playoffs with no momentum. But again, looking at it, it's like, okay, even if that was the case, we're in the playoffs. In the playoffs, anything happen. I always revert back to the New York Giants of a 2007 who beat the undefeated Patriots team, who was on like 9-7 or 8-8 that year. And they went off in the playoffs. And I know there's two different teams, but again, those teams had defenses. The Saints, even though they got slept on this game, they have defense. They were sleeping this game. The whole team slept this game. Let's keep it real with that nation. We know the Saints are better than the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles it was just the Eagles' day. So if you look at it, you should actually be thankful and happy. I'm actually good, you know what I'm saying? And knowing that the Saints actually had a wake-up call today, and like I say, they're going to be ready to come ball out the next 3 games of the season and finish the season strong. We 10-3. Like I say, whether we go 13-3, 12-4, 11-5, or 10-6, the playoffs will write its own chapter, and I believe that we can still make a strong run at it. Like I said, again, my personal opinion, rest Drew Brees, have him ready to come out for the playoffs. Like I said, we can make a run and get to the Super Bowl, play whoever we could play. That'll be the best thing to do. We know Drew Brees is an elite quarterback, so I believe that's the smartest thing to do going forward. But I like to say, man, shout out to everybody in WDN once again. You feel me? This is Algiers Word of Mouth with another edition. You feel me? Holler at your boy. I'll be back for a post game of the Kansas City game. I don't want to promise about a pregame because, like I say, some things been going on in my life. Y'all got to excuse me. But once again, man, holler at your boy. Be in the building. One.